I would agree with that even. But we tend to buy more and spend less instead of buying less and spending more. We don't give a proportional share to the poor. People give what they want to give to the poor, but maybe not everything. Most people like to get things they want, so we're oriented toward pleasing the self-gratification, and that means we got to buy more, and therefore if we buy more, there's not as much left to give to the poor. We do give to the poor. Most people give something to the poor, even if it's Salvation Army kettles at Christmas time. People drop a quarter in, some people drop a gold piece in there worth hundreds of dollars, and that's a donation to the poor. But if you look at the world as a whole, there are so many poor places, and he makes a mention in here of Bangladesh as being a country that not a lot of people went to the rescue of when they had so many people being killed and gotten rid of and not helping. And we still have that today. People have problems. Rwanda, different countries.
Yes, right.
People just don't give because they're more concerned with at home. And we look at that as being selfish, and maybe we are. Maybe we are a little bit selfish. But we also try to think in our background, in our mind, that there is an opportunity to give. I give to favorite charities.
Yes.
I can't give to everybody. And you get something in the mail almost daily or certainly weekly asking for donations. They send you stamps. They send you a calendar. They send you this. And they're asking just out of the kindness of your heart, could you send $15, $20? If you send 16, we'll send you this gift.
That's right.
So you're sort of hooked into giving something because you're getting something.
Right.
You're getting something back.
Right.
And that shouldn't be that way. You should give altruistically because you believe in helping people. But even though you believe in helping people, you can't help everybody. And there are certain organizations that you believe in. A lot of people believe in conservation type things, like the Sierra Club, and organizations that are looking out for the welfare of wild animals, looking out for the welfare of trees. All sorts of organizations out there looking for something, and everybody has a different viewpoint on who they want to give to in the way of support and helping. We have enough poverty at home right here, and yet we have people going to other countries helping them. Maybe we need to help our own Appalachia, mountains in Virginia and West Virginia, in a country like this. We tend to say, okay, that's American, but let's go help somebody else. And we do. We go out. My granddaughters right now are in the Philippines, helping out a little organization called Little Children of the Philippines, LCP. They've been going there for 30 years, the church they go to, and they've been helping out and growing things and building things and making these children better and teaching English and Bible studies and all these type of things in the Philippines. And there are places in America that need the help. My church has an organization called Living Waters, and they take water plants, which they make, take to these poor countries, because the poor countries will let us set them up because they need clean water.
That's right.
If you're to do that in America, you have so many regulations to go through to get approval to build these water systems that we can't do it. Can't do it here in the States. But my church takes a group of 6 people, they go to the other countries, Peru is one of them, where they go and they set up a water filtration system. As long as there's water nearby that's dirty, it needs to be clean, and they have possibility of a water supply and electricity, because they have to have something to run the filters. And they take it over, set it up, and then they leave and teach the people how to use it. So that's helping other people, but we can't do that here in the States because we're over-regulated. And so, there's an awful lot that you can help. I believe in supporting people that need it, but how many people can you support? when you look at the number of organizations, which I've mentioned earlier, that need help, you have to make a decision in your own heart. Who are you going to give to? And you can't give to everybody. So you choose what you've been brought up to believe in. There are certain things that you've learned from your parents or mentors that you grew up with, older people who have given you advice, and they will help you remember what they taught you, whether you pay attention to it or not. You're going to listen to it, and you're going to say, oh, I remember that. They told me about this. And there's organizations that need help. And so, okay, maybe you heard that from your parents or somebody else. And so that's maybe why you give to that organization, because you've been given advice, you've been given information on another opportunity to support and help people.
That's right.
So that's what I would say.
Yeah. So how does it come up with the idea, your own belief?
My own beliefs? I think what I said a minute ago, I think my beliefs are led by people who came before me, who were my people I listened to, people I admired.
Yes.
My parents, my military leaders
Right.
that I worked for in the past showed me some of the right things to do. And whether you do them or not, at least you've been presented with the right way to do it.
Right.
And maybe you don't follow it. But I think growing up in the church has taught me a little bit about being benevolent, about being a person who wants to help people. And I think part of that growing up, in my situation at least, formed the way I think about things. From early on, when I was a small child in Sunday school even, growing up through the church and then going to church and getting married and going to church now. And just keep doing that. Most young children are, the word I'm looking for skips my mind, are not impressed, but innovative because of what they hear. Young children listen to older people. What can I do? I know that my granddaughter listens to what I say. We'll go to Sunday school together. She listens to those things. And so I think I'm a motivator for her. I'm a mentor for her.
That's right.
And I think that's how I learned things, growing up by listening to the right people and having been exposed to the right people. And there's lots of people out there, but some of them are not the right ones.
Right.
So, yeah.
Thank you for your conversation.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
I hope it's helped.